Onyx and George had heard rumors of a thrilling roller coaster park in the heart of Hawaii. Their curiosity piqued. They set off to discover this exhilarating place. As they approached the entrance, their eyes widened with excitement at the sight of towering roller coasters that twisted and turned against the blue sky. They eagerly made their way through the park, their hearts pounding in anticipation. The sound of laughter and screams filled the air as people of all ages enjoyed the adrenaline rush of the rides. Onyx and George couldn't wait to join in the fun. Their first stop was the Twisty Tornado, a roller coaster that spun riders around in wild loops. Onyx, with his adventurous spirit, convinced George to give it a try. As they strapped themselves into the seats, Onyx's tail wagged with anticipation while George's paws gripped the safety bar tightly. The roller coaster took off, hurling them through twists and turns, making their fur fly in all directions. Onyx couldn't help but let out a series of excited barks, while George's eyes widened with a mix of exhilaration and terror. With every loop, they were tossed and turned like a pair of socks in a washing machine. After surviving the Twisty Tornado, Onyx and George decided to challenge the Giant Drop, a towering ride that sent riders plummeting from unimaginable heights. As they were hoisted up, Onyx's ears flapped in the wind and George's fur stood on end. With a sudden drop, their stomachs seemed to float somewhere up near their heads. Onyx's face contorted in a mixture of excitement and sheer terror, while George couldn't help but let out a squeal that sounded more like a yelp. They clung to each other, their paws tightly gripping as they descended back to the ground. The duo's adventures continued as they hopped from one roller coaster to another. From the crazy corkscrew to the loop-de-loop, each ride brought laughter and screams that echoed through the park. Onyx and George challenged their fears and embraced the wild and exhilarating experience with infectious enthusiasm. Their last ride of the day was the Laughing Thunder, a roller coaster known for its unexpected surprises and funny twists. Onyx and George climbed aboard, ready for a final dose of amusement. Little did they know, the ride had a surprise in store. As the roller coaster twisted and turned, it unexpectedly sprayed riders with bursts of water. Onyx and George found themselves soaked from head to paw, their fur dripping with amusement park memories. They couldn't help but burst into laughter, their wet fur sticking up in all directions as they zoomed through the final stretch. As they disembarked the roller coaster, Onyx and George exchanged high fives, their faces beaming with pure joy. They had conquered every ride, faced their fears, and shared laughter that would be etched into their memories forever. Walking away from the roller coaster park, Onyx turned to George and said, "George, life is like a roller coaster full of ups and downs, twists and turns. But as long as we face it with laughter and a sense of adventure, we can make every ride a memorable one." George nodded, a wide smile spreading across his face. They may have left the roller coaster park, but the spirit of fun and excitement lingered within them. With their hearts still racing and their laughter echoing through the air, they knew that their journey together would always be filled with thrilling adventures and unforgettable moments. As Onyx and George ventured into the twilight, they carried with them the joy, laughter, and courage that had defined their day at the amusement park. They knew that life, just like a roller coaster, is full of twists, turns, and unexpected surprises. They learned that embracing new experiences, even if they seem scary at first, can lead to incredible moments of exhilaration and growth. In the midst of their laughter-filled escapades, Onyx and George realized that sometimes it's the unplanned detours and spontaneous adventures that leave the most lasting memories. They understood that the true beauty of life lies not only in the destination but also in the journey itself, with all its ups and downs. Their roller coaster rendezvous taught them the importance of embracing fear with courage, finding humor in the unexpected, and cherishing the bonds of friendship that make every experience even more special. Onyx and George carried these lessons in their hearts as they continued their remarkable journey, ready to face the next thrilling ride that awaited them around the bend. And so, As the sun set on their unforgettable day, they whispered to one another, "Life is like a roller coaster, my friend. Embrace the twists, hold on to each other through the turns, and let laughter be the soundtrack of your journey." With renewed determination, they set off, their spirits soaring high, ready to face whatever exciting adventures awaited them on the path ahead.